MaDFroG getting a hidden expansion on the left side of the map here, and also at the same time going to take down the destructible debris at the, the destructible rocks rather, at the gold expansion next to his natural. So going for a couple expansions at the same time, playing very economic minded once again. And we'll see if he's able to mass up enough units here to take on TLO with this Thor army. As of right now, his unit combination pretty much consists of Thors and Marines, although it looks like he does have a couple Vikings out on the map, and the Thors, of course, are positioned to defend against any kind of Mutalisk harassment. And here comes the 3rd and 4th Thor on the map right now. So a ton of anti-air right now. We're going to have to see a lot of roaches from MaDFroG if he's going to take on this primarily Thor army, although Speedlings definitely not going to hurt to have those in the mix as well. And right now, a lot of tech going down tier 2. 2 evolution chambers and an infestor pit for MaDFroG. And TLO actually getting a Hellion up in the hidden expansion on the left here. So this is hidden no longer. And a ton of units coming over here to clean up this one Hellion, which was very low on health. And going to manage to take that down and save a few of his drones, although that Hellion did get a few kills before it went down. And here goes the high yield expansion. So a lot of expansions for MaDFroG right now, going to try to get a very heavy economic lead on this game. As of right now, he is still slightly behind. You can see that he has a few minerals less income than TLO right now. That is in part due to the mules, which, as you can see, the mules now just losing their life, wearing off right now, and it has evened out a little bit. But those little spikes in the economic harvesting really help out the Terran players, especially for those mineral heavy builds where you're using a lot of Marines. And looks like we got some Hellions still getting in the mix here with how many Speedlings there are on the map. And I just don't think that MaDFroG has the right unit combination to deal with this right now. He can take on the Hellions, but I don't think he has what he needs to take on these Thors and Vikings, so he's going to need to crank some units out here really quick in order to defend this attack. And he may actually even try to go for this hidden expansion, which I guess I can't really call it a hidden expansion anymore because TLO has scouted it. So he is going to try to get a Thor up in there and do some harassment with that. And a lot of Speedlings again, and the Mutalisk coming across the map, although they did not yet see this Thor ship. So this Thor is going to get in there and immediately focuses down the Queen. That Queen is going to go down with just a few shots, and here comes the Thor trying to do some harassment here, and he manages to take out that medevac to make sure that that Thor does not get out of here. Here comes the Speedlings to clean it up, but in the meantime, the rest of the Terran army is moving into the front door of the Zerg player. MaDFroG does have 4 infestors right now, so he is going to need to use that neural parasite, but I don't think he yet has it researched. We can see that he does not even have it started yet, so for the time being, he is not going to be able to do anything with those infestors other than maybe get some infested Terrans in the mix and possibly cast some fungal growth, although fungal growth not terribly useful against Thors because it does not do a whole lot of damage, and Thors are already immobile, so stopping them for a few seconds is not going to do a whole lot of damage. And here come those Zerglings and the Mutalisk. Those Mutalisk going down so quick and casting some fungal growth on the Viking and then throwing down some infested Terrans. And actually, there were plenty of Speedlings to take on those mass Thors. So those Speedlings getting in the mix here, really doing some damage right now. And they're going to continue to follow these Terran Hellions around and just get us around. You can see how deadly Speedlings can be if they get us around, even on mighty powerful units such as the Thor. Managing to take down 4 of those Thors with just a handful, I guess not a handful, but a large amount of Speedlings and a few infested Terrans there. The Mutalisks were pretty much a non-factor in that battle because one volley from the Thors pretty much took all of those out. But it looks like MaDFroG going to try to push up into the front base of TLO right now, and TLO does have some Hellions here, and with the free igniter, those Zerglings are going to melt so quickly. And oh my goodness, that tank barely managing to hang on with only 10 HP left, and TLO does have another orbital command up right now. He is going to move out and try to take his own high yield base, and here come the Hellions from TLO going to do some harassment on the base on the left side of the map here, and apparently MaDFroG really not going to make a huge effort to defend this right now, trying to put up a spine crawler here and there, but all the drones are already dead here, and he did manage to kill all of the Zerglings that we're trying to defend as well. Although here comes a ton more Zerglings here, really going to invest in trying to hold on to this expansion apparently, and he needs to get us around on those Zerglings before those Hellions. Oh my goodness, you can just see so many kills for those Hellions. I did not get a catch on how many kills those Hellions had, but a ton of those Zerglings went down. There were so many Zerglings after those Hellions, and with that pre-igniter, they just got absolutely roasted, although managing to take the Hellions down eventually, but a ton of losses, and here come the remainder of the Zerglings from that initial defense force, and they're just going to get taken down super quick to the combined fire of those pre-igniter flames from the Hellions, and also with the help of the tank and the Marauders in play, although I don't know how much of a role those played in that particular battle, because those Hellions just cleaned up those Zerglings without any problem at all, and still seeing a lot of Speedlings from MaDFroG right now. He's just going to continue to crank out these Speedlings. If we look at the production menu right now, we can see that he is researching the melee attack upgrade. He is not building any other units right now. He's not building any more Infestors. He's not building any Mutalisks. It looks like he is getting a Greater Spire, so perhaps we're going to see some Broodlords here very soon, which would be great for taking on these Hellions, although he's going to need to be careful of these Vikings, of course, and getting a pretty good fungal growth off there, stopping a lot of those Hellions from advancing forward, and then these Zerglings going to try to come and take off some of these isolated units, although those Hellions coming out of that fungal growth just in time to get one volley off and take down the majority of those units, and it looks like he is going to have to retreat with his last Infestor and few Zerglings here, frantically trying to get up some more units right now. And another good fungal growth, taking out one of those Hellions, and it looks like a couple of them are really, really low. Oh my goodness, 4 of those going down to that fungal growth. Very, very good fungal growth there for MaDFroG, and he is just going to stream Zerglings over here and try to take these units out, managing to force those Vikings to lift off, taking down the last couple of Marauders that are on this assault here, and then pushing back the Terran force once again. So MaDFroG, very, very good at getting up just enough units to defend. Oh, and there are a ton of Mutalisks in pursuit of these Vikings right now, managing to take down every Viking. TLO does have a BC on the map right now, so he's going to have to defend this air with one anti-air unit right now, although here comes a ton of SCVs going to try to take down this BC, but they are just going to heal that BC with absolutely no problem at all. And these Mutalisks need to get out of here before they go down. And actually, they're going to try to take off a few of these tanks here. Oh, and some Speedlings coming up to join the party here, going to go after these SCVs that are trying to repair right now, and managing to take out that tank and a lot of SCVs, it looks like. And the BC going to continue to hold off this group of Mutalisks here, and 2 more BCs coming into the mix. These Mutalisks are going to have to back off. And one thing I do want to point out here, I mentioned this in one of the other games, but MaDFroG just doing such a great job. If you look at the map, the mini-map here, it is just covered with purple because there is so much creep on the map right now, and that is absolutely crucial, especially on larger maps like this, to just get a ton of creep so you can constantly be streaming units across, and the speed increase is really, really worth the extra time just getting those creep tumors out on the map and trying to spread it out as much as possible. And MaDFroG doing a pretty good job of constantly harassing